Hi there, my name's Dan. Welcome to my finished basement. We love this space. It used to be completely unfinished and really not very useful except for storage. We wanted to get some better utility out of all this space. So we ended up engaging with Juan at Imperio. I've dealt with a lot of contractors over the years, and I was really impressed with Juan's professionalism, thoroughness, follow-up communication, just really excellent to deal with. Didn't disappoint. He created an amazing space for us. A lot of little things in the build that were maybe a little bit unusual that we had asked for, and everything was no problem. The communication was great. We got daily update of progress. The guys were here every day throughout the build. Super polite guys. Just really enjoyed his whole crew. And working with Juan and his project manager Mateo as well, they just did a fantastic job on steering us through from the beginning of the project to design to layouts to execution to commissioning to the whole complete project. And we love the space. I think they did an amazing job. We're super happy. And we take a little tour. All right, so let's check out the office. And one of the things with my office is that it's also a music studio. We needed that dual purpose space. We wanted to make the best and the most of the floor plan that we had. So we had a couple of interesting aspects for the office/studio, as in two doors. So this is a regular interior door. This is an insulated exterior door for additional soundproofing, and it's all sealed all the way around to kind of keep the noise out. But also it keeps any noise coming in so that when I'm on a call with a client, it's nice and quiet. What you can't see is that the ceiling is double 5/8 drywall with sound isolation clips across the whole thing to sort of decouple the drywall from the ceiling joists to prevent vibration from going upstairs. And this wall here between my office and the gym, it's actually two distinct walls. There's a whole wall with an air gap and then a whole nother wall to prevent sound transfer. There's insulation in there as well. So I can be playing guitar fairly loud, play the drums, and it's completely muffled for upstairs or anywhere else. That was actually super handy to be able to have that done. That was a bit of a custom requirement, took a lot of extra planning and work, but it turned out awesome. Super happy with it. Basements can be dark. This was a much smaller window before, so we had these large egress windows. These are 2 foot by 3 foot, and we had those put in just to let as much light in as possible into the room. There's one in the family room as well. It just makes it a lot more natural light where we're not just reliant upon the pot lights. When the kids are home with their friends, we want them to have a space sort of of their own to kind of hang out. We love hanging out with them too, but sometimes we want to do something, they want to do something different. So this is a space where they can kind of come down, hang out, play video games, watch TV, watch a movie, things like that. This is set up with all the cabling through the wall, power as well as HDMI and any kind of video game cables, so that we don't have cables dangling around, which is, I think, sets it off really nice. We've got the nice big window as well, and another 2 foot by 3 foot egress window just allow as much light as possible into the space too. And that's why we chose the sort of the just off white color, because it reflected a lot of the light very well to keep it sort of bright. We also have something we haven't installed yet, but we've got this light switch right here, which doesn't appear to do anything, but it's actually attached to a switched receptacle on the other side of the wall. We're going to be having a light fixture come out here from that for our dartboard that we can just turn the light on from here without having cables hanging around as well. So try to keep the minimal clean look as much as we can. Now this cork floor is really nice. It stays warm in the winter, and there's actually about 3 or 4 inches of subfloor beneath it because our floor, the original slab, was really wavy gravy on angles and uneven, so it had to get leveled out, and that took a lot of material. But it did a great job. It's nice and level, and with the additional insulation below, the dry core panels, it keeps it nice and warm down here as well. You don't have cold feet even in the winter when you're walking in socks on the core. So this door is the entrance to the gym, and you'll notice it's a little different. I'm not 7 feet tall. This door's actually had to be fit underneath this bulkhead, so the team had to cut it down to a point where the door handle is still in the same spot, but also it still looks proportional, but met this short requirement that we had to get in the gym with the bulkhead in the way. I think they did a great job, and some people don't even notice it's a cut down short door until they really start examining it. We left the existing window, but we had them rebox it and tidy it up and just make it look a lot nicer than it used to be. Again, we've got all the cabling. We're gonna put a monitor up here. It's all cable behind the wall, so all neat and tidy, you won't see that. Receptacles with USB B and C connectors on it for charging up radios or, speakers on other devices. We do have this bulk section, bulkhead comes all the way through, so they had to use some really low profile pot lights so that they would fit, which was a great solution. We were installing a chin-up bar here on this wall, which will come out about this far. So as someone is using the chin-up bar, their head's gonna go up into this void that the team boxed out in between the joists, so that you don't have to pull short on your chin up or hit your head on the ceiling. So we've got that extra space just for additional functionality. So one of the things that we really wanted in our build was a nice bathroom with a shower for when we have guests and we need more, utility. This was a really small space. It's about 6 by 8, and the team was able to put together a nice layout where we had everything we needed. They used really big marble tiles here to sort of give us a feeling of bigger space, and with the glass work, I think it just looks like it's a lot bigger of a space than it actually is, and super functional, super handy. Really big shower for the space that we've got as well. So we're really happy with how this turned out. We thought it turned out just great. So if you've got a renovation coming up, I can't recommend Imperio highly enough. They were fantastic. Communication was excellent, always up to date. We always knew what was going on. We knew status. We knew what was happening tomorrow. We always were in the loop on progress. They finished on time, on budget. There were a couple of change orders which I initiated, and they were reasonably priced, and yeah, it still got done within our time frame. The other piece was just with them being able to engineer solutions in, I mentioned earlier, but we had this post that was sort of really in the middle of the room. They're able to relocate that, had an engineered solution for that, which was amazing. And we're just super happy with them. All the things that you might be worried about the contract, like are they going to show up, are they going to overcharge? You hear the nightmares. I'm sure you've had friends that have had challenging contractors. Imperio's like the exact opposite. Super professional, up to date with everything, great creative solutions, wonderful to deal with, a fantastic team. So if you're thinking of getting a renovation with Imperio, highly recommend them. They were just excellent to deal with altogether.